Welcome everyone to the Wilson's Film Competition Awards 2022! It's been a pleasure to have held the competition for a second year running and holding this event today without any COVID restrictions this time. And we're pleased to tell you that it has only grown more since last year. We've had over 70 people participate this year with over nearly 30 films. So big round of applause for all of you guys. Just before I start, I hope that no one's going to come and slap me on the stage unlike the Oscars.
As I said, due to the overwhelming number of entries, it will probably take all afternoon to announce all of your names. But we'd like to say a massive thank you again for entertaining us with your creations. Just to let you know, we will come around to all of your forms to give around the certificates. And if you do want feedback or anything, please do come and ask us. Just a side note, if you guys are eating lunch, try not to spill anything, but yeah.
Okay, without further ado, we're going to start off by announcing the films that the judges thought were very highly commended. So, these include Rapping Man by Vihan Paul Chowdhury, Pratham Nathan Jones, The Little Cows of the Sea by Adhyant Sarvari, We Know They Exist by Pratyush Joshi and Krishna Vani, and Judgment by Sarin Harvey and
And now, we will be presenting the much anticipated Amazon gift cards and chocolates to the prize winners of the junior category. If your name is called out, please come to the front of the stage to collect your prize.
Please can I ask Mrs. Fletcher to reveal the top 3 entries?
That's it. Right, let's find out who's won. Been the runners-up in the junior category. I helped judge this one and I really enjoyed watching everybody's films. They're so varied and people have worked so hard, so it's really fun watching all the great films you produced. Okay, so I'll read them all out and we can clap for all the winners at the end. In 3rd place we have Pollution by Nathaniel Emmanuel. In 2nd place, Alone by Sudarshan Iyer. And 1st place, Recursion by Evan Dave. Well done,
Now we'll be moving on to the speciality prizes section. So we'll be presenting 2 prizes for those who we thought made films quite out of the box, very creatively. And please can I first of all ask Pam Man, last year's performance prize winner, to present this year's performance prize winner.
Of the performance prize goes to Rise by David Iron.
That video was hilarious. Physics. Oh, technically. There's a room for the
Last year's Year 8 winner to announce the winner for the editing prize.
Prize goes to Lego Stop Motion Robbery of the Hopeless Gem by Nathan Modey.
Why didn't he then? Why didn't he? There might be some points from
To reveal the top 3 entries.
I know that Miss Katie and I enjoyed watching these films so much, just the talent in this school. You know, I wouldn't have a clue to know where to begin, so it was a real pleasure watching these. We'll clap after I've announced everyone's name. So third is After Hours by Bendang and Pandit, Jack Ramsey, Hayat Aslan and Adi Coco. Second, and this film I really enjoyed, was Isolation by Billy Williamson. And in first place we have Wilson's Fight.
Film to watch. It was unbelievable how many places you went to go and film that. Now we'll hear a bit from the judges now. So firstly, I'd like to ask Mr. Edge to talk about the first film we watched, Recursion.
So I'd like to thank all the filmmakers for their passion and their expertise. All the 30 submissions were of a very high standard, and picking the winners was no easy task at all. So I'd like to give you all of them a big round of applause. In the junior section, one film for me stood out above all the others, and I'm reading now from my judges' notes. Thought Recursion was clever, technically adept, and engaging with good special effects. Held my interest throughout and was exactly the right length. It was a very imaginative and technically proficient submission. Over the weekend I watched two films, one of which I didn't enjoy at all and one of which I enjoyed very much. The film I didn't enjoy at all, I'm afraid, is The Power of the Dog. The film I loved was Recursion, so well done.
Great, thank you. Well, again, the senior school entries were fantastic. The bar is really raised from last time we did this, and I think that's something all judges have felt. The standard is really gone up. It was a very difficult choice. We had two films as a front runner, really very different films. One was just filmed in one location with a mobile phone by one person, and that was a very good film. However, it was the big budget, big production that just got our votes with the judges. Some fantastic camera work. It's called The Long Take, where you sort of run a take for about a minute or two. And I remember watching that first time and I thought, right, I was drawn into that film. We really liked it. Technically, it was brilliant. A lot of energy, some humour and enthusiasm. So we were very impressed with that entry. Okay, thank you.
It has been so impressive seeing all the dedication put into every single one of your films that we have received. And choosing the winners was extremely difficult, which the judges have attested to today. This competition is only really one of the things that we offer as part of Film Club. Every Wednesday in Room 23, we run the club where people's story ideas can come to fruition. We also released the first popcorn review, which I'm aware that many of you participated in during autumn term. Tomorrow in Film Club, we'll be watching some more of the films that were winning entries in this competition.
Now, just a few closing words. So, when we started Film Club back in September 2020, my main aim for the club was to change this unfair perception that Wilson students are not able to be creative and they just focus on their academics. But I think we've definitely proven today, with all of your films and what we've seen in the past couple of years with the filmmaking, that we've really destroyed that unfair perception. So just a big round of applause again for all of you. We're very fortunate to hold this event again this year. It is mine and Dragon's last year, but we will make sure that the future leaders of Film Club and the film competition will take Film Club to greater places. No doubt we'll definitely be supporting you guys, and perhaps we might even come back next year to judge the next edition of the film competition. But as I said before, it's been really amazing to see how filmmaking has grown so much in Wilson's, and I really couldn't have had more fun doing it over the last couple of years. And just a few thank yous to finish off. Big thank you to everyone who's made films today, to all the judges, Miss Mattinson, Mr. Cady, Mrs. Fletcher, Mr. Edge, to everyone behind the scenes, Varlan working the computer. We have Padman and Sanjeev who helped us out last night with the decorations. Daniel who helped get the gifts. We have Atala doing photography, Mr. Burton doing some more photography, Andre and Aaron doing the lights and the sound. Also to Mr. Elwood for helping us advertise the competition. Ms. Fage, the art department, we've depleted your resources a lot, but hopefully you'll forgive us for that. Mrs. Woods, and now I'd like to pass on to Mr. Cady for a closing message.
Well, it's been a great pleasure to see how film has become more of a thing in Wilson's. It's fantastic. All your contributions have meant a lot. But I think it's worth a round of applause for the gentlemen behind me and on the back scenes as well, who have made it all happen and have made film a thing in Wilson's. Film isn't just escapism. It can actually have the power to change. And if we think of some films that we've seen, there are some films that have a big impact on the way we think, the way we view other people, and film is a powerful tool. I'd like to thank you for all your efforts, but most of all, I think a big round of applause to these guys, Ayush and the Goblin Twins, for all they've done launching film in Wilson. So a big round of applause.
Just for everyone who's participating, we'd just like to take a quick picture, so please come up on the stage. And thank you all for coming today.